Hello and welcome to Ready Player Dumb. We are playing Crash Bandicoot 2, and Crash is getting impatient. We are right now working in, what is this one, Pack Attack?
Yeah.
Attacky.
You got this, baby, baby, I believe in you.
What?
Yeah, I said, you got this, baby, I believe in you.
I be ba. I have a wife and she believes in me. Boom, boom.
You know what's weird? Because so last episode we were starting to hum. It's a great big beautiful tomorrow. I feel like that's like one of my all-time like favorite Disney songs, but like whenever anybody like asks me what my favorite Disney song is, I always forget about it, and I'm always like, oh yeah, like I love listening to the song.
Yeah.
I always like enjoy humming it and all that stuff. It's just it's funny how like the mind blanks when you're asked something like that. Like,
that
what is your favorite dish?
Yeah, on the podcast all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I always care about getting my answers right. And then it's like, I don't know.
I've got my favorite movie on lockdown.
Yeah.
It's the only one I really have, and it's Roger Rabbit.
Oh, I think I got my favorite movie on lockdown, too.
Yeah. Zootopia.
Yeah.
Wreck-It Ralph is a very close second to Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
But Roger Rabbit is probably always going to be my favorite movie of all time.
There comes a point, too, where I feel like a movie not only is your favorite movie, but then it carries nostalgia.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, yeah, there's no knowing,
Yeah.
Like, I have a lot of movies that I'm like, oh, I could watch this at any point. Oh.
You touched the metal part.
Yeah, I did.
These wires are pretty intense.
Yeah.
Like they feel very random.
They're everywhere.
They feel very random and
They're here, they're there, they're everywhere.
they're far, they're near.
They're insincere.
Be a very wary where I have a lump and woo.
Can I go around this? Nah.
That's why you don't go around them.
You just don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Here we go again.
The death. Now after this, there's only one level left, right?
I think so. Yeah.
This has been a...
And then you fight Cortex or whatever the fuck happens at the end of the game. Man, I feel like talking about Roger Rabbit now.
Okay, let's talk about Roger Rabbit.
I feel like not only is it a damn good movie in the sense of like its story and everything and the acting, but it is also like the technical feat that it pulled off so well.
And Roger has big feet.
Yeah.
Because he's a rabbit.
Like it wasn't necessarily new to combine live action with animation, but on the scale and the precision that they did it in this film was unprecedented, and nobody's been able to or even really attempted to top it since. It is a absolutely one of a kind film.
I do wonder if that's it though. Is like people are just like, we can't. Some I feel like some have tried.
I wish. Like I wish more people would do concepts like it.
What was that one where it was like a crime version? And it was really weird.
Crime version?
I don't know, it was like
I mean,
something
that's
world.
like 100% of media mixing films almost. Like, let's see. Crime. I mean, like, you've got Detective Pikachu, which is, you know, Pokemon CG animation with live action, and that's a, you know, mystery / crime film. You've got the Happy Time Murders, which is Jim Henson puppets and live action, which is also a like crime / mystery. I feel like when you get media mixing like that, Roger Rabbit has set the precedent that it has to be like a crime, murder, mystery sort of thing. And it's weird because it doesn't have to be. I feel like it's just, it's like we kind of want to do a Roger Rabbit thing by mixing media, but like you can have a different concept other than like murder mystery, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah.
You see
But
how,
yeah.
how much I've just absolutely just...
Yeah, I see.
My brain has broken.
Yeah. Every time you start going backwards, your brain just starts to melt.
Like, that was it. Like, I've ruined this run, unfortunately.
Oh, it's good practice.
Yeah, at this point, because I haven't really gotten this far yet. Oh, yeah, have I?
You've
Yes.
gotten this far. It's been a while. Go to the right. Yep. Damn.
Just
You're
keep-
still pretty good time-wise.
Was I? I feel like, but the time is 1:15. I was about to run out of time.
Never mind. I thought it was longer.
You got time to spare.
But yeah, like and when I say like the scale of Roger Rabbit, like so Pete's Dragon was also very close to like being one of those kinds of films, and it did a lot of technical things that really made you believe that Elliot was a physical part of the world. They did a lot of like effort into making objects move that Elliot would touch.
Right.
Or make him break through walls and it have his silhouette
Right.
and all that stuff. And I feel like that was like the building blocks for something like Roger Rabbit. But what Roger Rabbit had was, you know, more advanced technology. And I guess maybe just in general puppeteers working on the project. Because like with the bar scene where the penguins are all like, you know, carrying trays and stuff, those were all puppeteers underneath the ground, you know, holding up like poles with the serving tables on them, and they were all the puppeteers were all like, you know, doing the walks, pretending to be the penguins, and then the animators would draw them in. So puppetry went a long way with making the characters believable, like with Baby Herman. He was an armature puppet holding a cigar in a baby carriage, and then, you know, animators had to put the baby over it. Ooh, let's go.
Just go, man.
It's just amazing the lengths that they went through. And there's like even an animation or just general filmmaking term that stemmed from Roger Rabbit, which is bumping the lamp. Which that refers to a scene in Roger Rabbit where they're in the the secret hiding room in Dolores' bar, and Judge Doom's like looking for Roger Rabbit, and Eddie's trying to get Roger out of the handcuff, like, you know, they're handcuffed together, so he's trying to cut the handcuffs, all the while, you know, Roger bumps into the lamp, and the lighting, like the lamp's like swinging and all that stuff, and the lighting for Roger is like 100% believable. Like the animators went through the lengths to make the lighting for Roger look that good. And it like was such a superfluous. It was just like a thing that they didn't need to do, but they did it anyway because they were just like, we have to like really sell this, and they did. It was so good. Roger Rabbit's such a good film. Like, watch all of their like making of documentaries. It's just all fascinating. It's great.
I said match in my gas tank.
Boom boom.
What does he actually say? Shave and
And a haircut. 2 bits.
I don't know if you just saw how close.
Yeah.
I basically just got a shave and a haircut.
Oh, you got electrocuted.
I did. So in a lot of the time trial stuff, there is muscle memory involved, but this one changes so. Changes.
What's also funny to me about Roger Rabbit is that I realized that it was based off a book, and I found that book one day at a half-price bookstore, and I bought it. And the book is not very good.
Really?
Yeah, it's interesting in its own right because it's entirely different from how the film ended up. Because I feel like maybe at some point they realized, you know, I feel like we can probably make a more compelling and satisfactory story.
Much more better.
Yeah. The mystery part of the original book is not the resolution of it is very out of left field and very just dumb feeling to me.
Yeah. All right.
Where it's like,
Sorry.
yeah.
I was.
I feel like with murder.
Damn it!
I feel like with murder
That's a good one for
mysteries, I feel like you have to present all characters as a possibility for, you know, being the suspect of whodunit. And I feel like this book really went out of left field. Like, it's that character. And I'm just like, you mean that motherfucker that, like, was only mentioned once?
Oh.
Yeah, it was weird. I was just
Is
like,
Judge
okay.
Doom in the book?
No, I can't remember
Or does
everything.
Judge Doom actually show up for one scene in the book?
No. The whodunit is just, it's almost too stupid for me to even explain it. But I don't think Judge Doom is in the book, and even if he was, he is not the antagonist. He is not the person who. By the way, in the original book, Roger is the person who is murdered. Oh. And the way it is presented is that because Roger is in the book, he hires Eddie to solve his own murder essentially because there's a whole like cartoon logic thing where there's things called doppelgangers. You know how cartoon characters can like sometimes like make copies of themselves.
Okay.
Essentially, that is the construct of Roger had made a copy of himself before he died, and his doppelganger was the one that hired Eddie to solve his own murder. And, you know, doppelgangers don't last very long, so eventually, you know, the doppelganger just disintegrates after, like, things are resolved and stuff. And I'm just like, huh, that's weird. It's, as I said, it's interesting in its own right. I don't really call it a good book, but it's an interesting read. And I know I just, like, spoiled a lot of it for people, but, like, there's more wild and crazy shit.
But it's like, you know.
I read the sequel book. So the same author, I think his name is Gary Wolfe. So after the Roger Rabbit, the movie was made, he made a book, another book that actually like built off of the movie.
Oh, as opposed to his own book.
And as opposed to like continuing his own like, you know, story that he had originally come up with.
He watches the movie like, oh, this is much better.
Yeah, but it's I don't like his stories very much.
Did he fuck
goes
up twice?
weird. He fucked up twice. Like he's got this whole thing of so in the first book, I think Roger had originally hired Eddie, like as his actual self, to look into Jessica Rabbit like cheating on him and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think she actually was in the original book, and I was like, oh damn, because I really enjoyed the concept of just them being a like healthy and very loving couple in the movie. So I was kind of bummed that that was the whole concept. But then in the second book, Gary K. Wolfe was like, oh no, you know, Roger's gonna hire Eddie again because he thinks that his wife is cheating on him again. And apparently Jessica's got this sister character, but she's tiny, and she's a tiny looking Jessica Rabbit. She looks identical. And like she gets with Eddie, and there's like this weird whole thing where
Yeah.
I almost want to find the book. There's a scene. There's like a saucy scene between this tiny fucking Jessica Rabbit and Eddie, where like the sentence literally is that he licks her clothes off. Yeah, it's weird. I'm not a really big fan of Gary K. Wolfe and his writing, but like he does some wild and crazy shit. If you like reading books that have just wild, yeah.
How detailed did this scene get?
I don't remember.
What else did he lick off?
I don't remember. That's the one thing that stuck with me is that the sentence of he licked her clothes off. And I was just like, what
Like a
in the
stamp?
fuck? Yeah. Because she's tiny.
But
She's just a miniature Jessica Rabbit.
how tiny are we talking? Tiny enough to get your clothes licked off.
Yeah.
I don't
tiny enough to
understand.
get
I
you-
don't understand the physics behind getting your clothes licked off.
I know. I know. It's weird. Yeah, his shit's wild and crazy. So if you're interested in batshit insane writing, there you go. I've wet your palate.
Oh, you wet my clothes off. Man. Fuck! This is definitely the more frustrating of the two, which isn't a surprise.
So yeah, the movie is definitely the best media of Roger Rabbit there is.
Yeah.
The original book's called Who Censored Roger Rabbit, and then the second book's called Who Plugged Roger Rabbit.
Who? What?
Plugged, as in like he was shot with a bullet. So that is the term.
So it's not that
plugged.
he and Jessica were trying something different.
No.
So isn't it like patty cake is the equivalent of sex?
Yeah.
Like what the hell?
Yeah.
Why?
What? That's how it is.
But
I'm sure they actually have
sex.
sex, but like patty cake is just like the foreplay, I guess. I don't know.
It's like you oh fuck!
It's mostly just it's a very well done joke because patty cake is actually a reference to like, you know, it's just another time accurate word for having sex with someone. I think specifically,
It is?
yeah,
Well, why did that become like
playing patty cake.
a kid thing? Patty cake, patty cake.
Well, I mean, I think adults used it just to, I don't know.
Alright, I'm gonna focus very hard right now. Because it's the best we've had right here. Oh, fuck, that one always gets me. If I just fucking wasn't such a stupid.
You've got this.
It's so frustrating. I don't even know if I'm close. I don't even know if I'm close. Luckily, Sarah's taken my mind off some of this pain with her jolly good talk of Roger Rabbit. Alright, bitch. I think I've done too slow. So dumb! Every time! Every time! I think I'll go and do it! And then I don't do it. It's, there's bits of this level that are just mind fucks. Where it's like, it shouldn't fuck with me the way it does, but it does. And you can see it here. Alright. We're fine. We're good. And then we got this one. We got this. We're fine. Bam. Oh, that's the problem. I fucking hate the controls on this thing. I stand by that because I'm having to do way too much stuff in this level, and it doesn't translate the way the first level did. This one's the...
I might be wrong about the patty cake thing, but I was pretty sure it was a...
I like thinking that it absolutely is 1,000,000% sexual.
Honey, you got this.
I was turning down! I was turning down!
Yeah.
I was turning down.
Alright.
You got this, girl.
I took a chill pill.
I believe in you.
Chill pill. That's all you need sometimes.
Yeah.
A chill pill.
Got this.
I would really like to have this episode done before, or have this time trial done before this episode ends.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That is the hope of all the childrens in the world.
They're like, literally, world hunger comes secondary to him beating this level in this episode.
Yeah.
We can eat another day. Okay. I should wait. Come on. Work with me, game. Don't be such a bitch-tato.
A bitch potato, huh?
Yeah. It's a bitch with carbs. There we go.
That's where my chill pill really paid off. It's alright. How am I on time right now? Oh,
You were at 55 seconds.
I was good.
Yeah.
I was good on time. I really just need
Yeah.
to keep that Ooglebot intact. Whoops. See? Wrong. Wrong button. And that was without a single drop of rum.
Speaking of pirates, I feel like I've mentioned this before, but like sometimes I get really bummed out when a trailer does such a good job like matching a scene with music, like with sound effects and everything,
Yeah.
and then it's not actually in the movie. Because I do remember like in World's End, the trailer for it, there's a part where the music does the and like there's a scene that happens between Davy Jones and Jack fighting with swords, and like the sword is just matching so well with the music in the trailer, and then it didn't happen in the movie, and I was like
You cannot do this.
yeah.
How can she slap? How can she slap?
And then sometimes there's sound effects in the movie that go really well with the music that's happening.
Yeah.
And then in the soundtrack, they're nowhere to be found. And you're
Right.
just like,
Yeah. Yeah. There's been times where I forget which. What it was. For some reason, I feel like it was like Alvin and the Chipmunks or something. But they had fuck you. They had a joke in the trailer, which I was like, oh, that was really good. And
Yeah.
then they didn't have it in the movie.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
like that whole trailer with Wreck-It Ralph with the pancake milkshake thing, and it wasn't at all in the movie. And then after the credits roll, they have an extra thing being like, yeah, this scene wasn't in the movie. Damn.
yeah.
I was like, yeah. I mean, sometimes things are just made for trailers, but I feel like it was going to be a scene in the movie, and then they took a totally different direction because they got too.
Damn these fucking wires! Why are they in this fucking game? I hate them.
Down.
I hate these wires so much.
Calm down.
Sarah like pinched my like.
Well, not pinched, but like grabbed like my like main artery.
She's like, I'm just making sure that it's still there's still a
Making
pulse
sure
in
you don't like
burst
give
it.
yourself a whiplash or something.
It's just these wires are so annoying. All right, this will probably be my last attempt in this episode.
Yeah.
Oh, these goddamn wires!
Yeah.
All the noise. Fuck you.
I felt like Wreck-It Ralph 2 was gonna be a decent movie until Disney had the bright idea of being like, how about we push to have all of our Disney princesses in there?
Oh, was that where you lost hope?
I feel like from what I see in the art book, based on like what the movie was gonna be, I feel like a lot of that had the potential of being interesting and good was all deleted because they wanted the Disney princesses in the film.
Oh,
And you know,
that's not a good decision.
yeah, I mean, like, still, even without like the Disney princesses, the story was just kind of like, eh.
See, I lost it again.
That's
Lost
fine.
it.
You're good.
Am I?
Yeah. You're at 1 minute.
One more. Can't really afford to do one more, but one more.
Okay.
You're like, alright. I'm literally just gonna floor it. I'm not going for
Okay.
any time boxes
Alright.
or anything. When I die, I die.
Okay.
Hey. Like I'll get time boxes, but I'm just going.
You're not going out of your way.
Correct. Oh, I missed you, Global.
That's fine.
Go away.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you next time. We're close. We're
You are
very
close.
close. We should get this done next time and jump into the next level. See you then.
Bye.